Hey guys, we've got the Humble here, nice little base tour for you guys so you can see what you can be building in your wipe. First we've got the turret pod on the front. This is optional, but it's definitely a great addition for any solo player to add to this base. Stops door campers, and which is a main thing for a solo player. Come through to the front door here, and as you can see, we've got a nice little airlock. We've got a nice little peak that comes through from the core of the base. This is great for anyone door camping you, especially if you don't have this turret pod on the front. Come through here and we've got this second double door which takes us through where we've got our vending machine where we can sell things, and then we've got a research table so we can learn things too, and we've got a nice little tier 1 there in the front which just is nice for starting off with. We come up here and we crouch and we walk up here, and this takes us into the main bit of the base here. We've got a nice little respawn room with a locker, and we've also got some storage boxes here for quick drop-offs. A nice little loot storage there. We've got a shotgun trap protecting the front door, as you can see here. We come over here, we've got a refinery for you in the base here, and then we come up here and we've also got electric furnaces. This is great, little setup here, keeps it separate from the rest of the base. We can door it off still, and we can produce all of our stuff safely then and cook everything up. As you can see, the little peak here for the front door, this is great. And then we come through here, we've got a nice little storage box up here. Little storage area for you guys. Store all of your loot, but not your best loot. As we get to our best loot, we've got the bunker here, so we can easily build this bunker out if we wish to. With a nice little wall, half wall there, and a ceiling there, and you just upgrade that. All of a sudden, you've got a bunker. Can't get through, can't break it from the outside. We then take a step on into the main core of the base. Here you can see we've got a tier 3 with a bag to respawn, and we've got a storage box here and a storage box underneath the research table as well, which is great for storing little hidden items. And then we've got a main storage room where we can store all of our best weapons and explosives. As you can see here to the right, we've got a large battery protected by a window, and that's for powering all of the electric furnaces and the turret on the front. And then we come through here, and as you can see from the vending machine, you can store stuff in there, and then you want to come up to the vending machine and you can rotate it, and then you can see your TC. This is a nice little added bunker on for your TC. Just makes it that little bit extra expense for any raiders trying to take over the whole base. This way it stops them taking over the entire base with your tool cupboard and sealing off whilst they store all the loot and transfer it to their main base. Makes it way harder for them. But that's pretty much the tour, guys, and we'll get on to the build next. Hey guys, so you want to start off with a 1x1 here with a little triangle foundation attached to it, and you want to go ahead and wall them off just like I do. Get a double door frame down, double door in, get your ceilings on right afterwards. You want to go ahead and get a doorway in. Make sure it's rotated like so, and get it down, get your tool cupboard down just like that. Then we want to go ahead and get a door on this for now. Let's get a single door. There it is. And then we're secure. You want to go ahead and go place some storage down for yourself. A couple furnaces to get started off with. So. Then go ahead and place the bag down in here too. Just like that. And now we have a nice little starter we can work with. Secure airlock for our TC. Then you want to go ahead and go outside. And you almost want to mirror this. The triangle foundation and a square foundation. And then you want to go and join that with the triangle foundation to what you've already built. And upgrade that all to stone. Go ahead and wall this off just like so. Get another double door frame down. Get your ceilings on. Then just go ahead and throw a double door on that. Make this secure. We can now go ahead and place some furnaces in here, which will allow us to make more room in our original 1x1 over there. You can go ahead and add storage in here, or a workbench, whatever you would like, however you would like to set this up. And you can also do the same in here, so we can go ahead and remove these furnaces. We can rearrange things how we would like it. So we can go ahead and throw our bag maybe in the back here. Let's grab our boxes. We can go ahead and throw some boxes down in here. Like so. Then close that door. There we go. Now we've got a couple of boxes in here. We can go back over here. We can throw our tool, our workbench down, sorry. Do a nice little tier 1 to get you started off. You can even put a research table down in here, or more storage. So I'm just going to throw more storage in for now. This won't be the final form. This is just for you to start off with. Next, you want to go ahead and go outside again. You want to add a floor triangle above like that. I'm going to go ahead and add another foundation, triangle foundation, and 2 more triangle foundations but raised up, and upgrade these all to stone for now. This is what will make our bunker in the future, so we want to go ahead and get some half walls. Place 2 half walls down, get rid of the bottom one, and upgrade the top to stone for now. In future, we'll upgrade this all to armoured, so it will be expensive for any raiders trying to breach the bunker. Next, you want to go ahead and get a doorway down, with a window just next to that. Upgrade those both to stone. These will go to our airlock in the future, once we've built the rest of the base. Next, we want to go ahead and add some honeycombing down to the base. You want to go ahead and get a square foundation on this side. Wall it off like so. You want to go get some half walls and add those on top for now. Then we can go ahead and add a ceiling above that for now. We then want to go around the rest of the base and some triangle foundations, the rest of the honeycombing, like so. And then for this side, we don't want to fill this in because we're going to throw a small oil refinery in there. So we're just going ahead to go and do this for now. We're going to add a square foundation there, and 2 triangle foundations like that. Upgrade this all to stone for now. Then go ahead, add a wall there, add a wall there. You can rotate that round. And then you can go ahead and upgrade this one to stone as well, and add another square foundation down here. This will make our airlock in the future, like I said previously. Then just go around, upgrade the rest of the foundations to stone that you just made your honeycomb. And go ahead and add your walls on. So you can go ahead and jump up to the top of the base for this. It'll make it a bit easier for you if you'd like. Or you can go around and do it one by one if you'd like from the sides. But I'm just going to do it from above, like so. And repeat this for the rest of them. There you can see our honeycombing is complete. We can now drop down. You can go ahead and add half walls around the edges. Like so. It's all upgraded to stone. And what we can go ahead and do is add a ceiling here. Upgrade that to stone and add a ceiling on top. Then you want to add ceilings to the rest of the roof. Now the base should look like this. We can go ahead and go back in. We want to add a door to the front and a window, and that will seal off the rest of the base for us. Now you can fill in the rest of this with other storage boxes for the time being until you get to the further upgrade stages of the base. So next we want to go ahead and add a ceiling in here. Upgrade that to stone. There we go. Upgrade that to stone too with the half wall there to seal that in. And this will later become part of the honeycomb for the ceiling again. We can add some boxes in here if you'd like so. Some extra storage there. You can even go ahead and add a double door frame there to seal that off, like that. You can go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and throw a double door on for now. Now next you really want to be looking at getting some garage doors down, so we're going to go ahead and remove all these doors. And we're going to go ahead and throw garage doors down from now. Because this will make the base feel more spacious and it's stronger. Next we want to go ahead and think about upgrading the interior of the main core. So go ahead and rip all this out. Remove your furnaces, all your stuff, even your bag. Now we have a stripped interior. I want to go ahead and upgrade all of this to armoured. Do the same for the rest of the core. You can upgrade this to sheet if you'd like. You definitely want to be getting it up to armoured, and you need to be considering being able to upgrade the foundations and the walls once you've placed the other parts of the base in. Go ahead and upgrade that, and you go ahead and upgrade your ceilings too. Now the whole core is upgraded to armored, so this is going to make it expensive for anyone to breach in. You want to think about your bunker here too, so you want to go ahead and upgrade these to armored too. You can even upgrade this one just in case. Now, for anyone to breach in with the bunker, you're going to have to spend at least 16 rockets just on the bunker itself. You can go ahead and upgrade this. Now nobody can get through unless they remove that wall. Now that we've upgraded that, we want to go ahead and upgrade some of this to sheet. So we can upgrade these to sheet metal. Now that you've done that, you can go ahead and half all these off. And you want to upgrade those to sheet metal too. You want to go ahead and add another half wall here. Upgrade that sheet. You can upgrade it to stone. We just want to get this upgraded now as we're getting on to the next stages of the base. Then want to add more half walls in here. Upgrade these to sheet metal too. There we go. And now these can serve as more storage rooms for more boxes, like we did in the previous one. And we'll go ahead and do the same for the other side. There we go. And now we have even more storage up top. Like so. Now we can go ahead and do the same up here. Or we can go ahead and add electric furnaces too if you'd like. Because now we need to get rid of normal furnaces. Go ahead and throw these in. Obviously you need to consider the placement for your wiring, as we're going to add the battery in next. So you want to come into the core here. You want to get your battery. Throw that down in here. Then you want to add a window in. You can upgrade that to stone if you'd like, but we're going to upgrade the sheet here. And then you can seal it off through a window once you've done all your wiring. Like so. Next, you want to build up the core, if you haven't done so already. You also want to think about building up the half walls so you can have some shelving in here. So we're going to head and go this, like that. Then we'll come in here, and you can add in a half wall shelf like that. Now we can add in even more boxes. We need to craft a few more boxes here. There we go. Then we can throw down our boxes. You can still pick this up as well and reach your battery if need be. Once you've done all your basic wiring, you shouldn't need to. You will also need to consider the wiring for the turret pod at the front if you do decide to add that to the base. Go ahead and finish this storage up. Yep. This box can be a bit tricky to place, but keep messing around with it, you will be able to get it down eventually. Same with this box, you may need to just go ahead and free place that one instead of snapping it to the wall. And there you go, you've got yourself a full storage room there, and then we can go ahead and seal that off with a door. And your battery is also protected, making it really expensive for raiders to take down any turrets you've placed. Next we want to think about this room, so we're going to head and place the tier 3 down. We can fit it in there nicely, and we're going to go ahead and get the box underneath there. Now this part's optional, but I would definitely recommend you build the vendor machine bunker. You may have to remove some of these boxes if you've already filled this room out. You want to go ahead and step to the side here. You want to get your vending machine and you want to feed it in slightly like so. You also want to consider being able to reach your vending machine, your tool cupboard, sorry, like that. Now we have a small gap, but for any raider to get to that and replace it, they're going to have to blow this, which is going to take them a few rockets. And now you've got a vending machine like so. Next, want to get our bag back down if you haven't done so already. So you can go ahead and place that here. You can fit it in the gap there, but sometimes it can be a bit tricky. To get yourself through, as you can see, you have to crouch and jump around, but that's purely down to personal preference there. We can still access our box underneath. If you don't place your bag down here, you can also throw down a box. You can definitely fit small boxes. You may even be able to fit a large box if you place that in tight enough, or same with this. I'm just going to go ahead and throw down some small boxes here. Now you can see we've got even more storage. Go ahead and throw down our small box back in here. Snap it in. There we go. And that's your core finished. Go ahead and seal this off. You can go ahead and seal your bunker off when you log off. Like so. Next we want to think about building out our front airlock. But first, we're going to go ahead and place a small refinery, and once you get one, now you can cook all your crude oil into low grade. That's going to help you make all your meds and stuff. You can come up here and we can also add another box, or you can add more electric furnaces. Again, personal preference. Now we'll go on to our core. Apologies, I mean our airlock. So we'll come to the airlock, and what you want to do here, you want to build a window. You want to build a window here, and you want to get 2 doorways and place them there. You then want to go ahead and place some ceilings down, and then get a single door, a double door. Get a single door in there. You can do this optional. You can either place a vending machine or a single door here. I'm going to place a vending machine. Place it the wrong way. You can rotate them. There you go. I'm just going to place a new one down. Then you want to get your windows. Place your windows in to secure it, and now we can see outside our airlock. Perfect. Next you want to get a research table, and you want to place it down against this door. Now we can crouch on this and walk straight into our door like so. As you can see, we've got a gap there, so let's fix that. Let's go outside real quick. And let's get a roof. Not a roof, sorry. We want to get a ramp. Let's rotate it that way. Make sure you lift it up so it's high like that. Place it down and upgrade that to stone. If you have the Brutalist texture, I'd recommend that as well. That's got a nice texture that blocks the windows even more. So they can't see through the doorway. But this does perfectly fine too. Now, come back inside. You want to add a double doorway here. You can go ahead and place a double door on this, but you want to make sure it opens outwards to you like this, so that it blocks your front door like so. That just helps to strengthen the airlock for solo players. Then you can go ahead and add in a tier 1 in here if you'd like. Just so you've got a simple workbench at the front door. This will also help to add a little bit of cover to that top window there, as we're going to come up through inside now. I'm going to remove the glass that we placed, like so. I'm going to get our embrasure, and we want to place it on the outside like that. And now we have a nice little peak for the front door. Now that we can done this, we can go ahead and upgrade this to sheet. Once you've got your resources up, and you want to go ahead and do the same for the rest of the outside of the base and upgrade it all to sheet. Now that the base is fully sheet apart from the front airlock, you can upgrade that to sheet too, but it's not really necessary, so it's personal preference. I'm not going to bother. You want to go ahead over to this side with the square here, and if you haven't done so already, you want to honeycomb this off. You can only go this off with stone if you'd like, but I'm going to do it with sheet. You also want to remember to upgrade these foundations to sheet, as they can soft side these out, and if they do so, it will break these walls. But if you upgrade it to sheet, obviously it will take them a while, and then they've still got to go ahead and come through here. But we're going to add in some doors now. We want to go ahead and get our door frame in like so. You can upgrade that stone. You can upgrade to sheet if you like, but it's also not really necessary. And you want to go ahead and add a garage door to that. Then you want to come in here, and you want to add more door frames here around the bunker. Go ahead and upgrade that to sheet. Now you have even more doors protecting this loot in here, and no one can see it from the outside. Then we want to come here to finish it off. We want to get our locker and a bed. We want to create a little quick respawn room for when you've got quick fights outside your base, or maybe you've just died and you want to get back to a fight quick. Try and get all the loot. There we go. You can even add a small box in here if you'd like. Like that. You can fill those with meds or more bullets, kind of whatever you need really. Final optional extra to add to the base is a turret pod. Go ahead and place some triangle foundations at the front, upgrade those to stone. Add some wall frames to the sides, upgrade those to stone too. Like so. Then add some triangle found ceilings above, upgrade those to stone. And then just add some chain link fences and a chain link gate. You can add the gate to the sides either side if you want to, but I just like it central. And you just go ahead and throw your turret in, and then you wire it up to your battery at the back. You now want to go to your roof, guys, and add your final honeycomb into the roof. This is also optional, but I would definitely recommend it as it helps to strengthen the base. You just get some roofs like so. You throw them down around the central core like that. This also helps to honeycomb those extra boxes you've got below here. And then you just go and upgrade these to shoot. Like so. You have enough. You can also upgrade this to armored, but it's not really necessary since you've got all of this sheet on top. You can upgrade these to armored too if you'd like, but it's also not necessary because you've still got the armored bunker underneath here. If you haven't done so already, guys, you also want to add in your solar panels or whatever form of power supply you wish to have on this base, but solar panels are definitely the best. And you want to just get them and place them towards the direction of the sun on your server. So I'm going to place them this way. And you can also place them on this side too if you'd like. That should be more than enough power to power your turret and also your electric furnaces in here. And remember what I said, you can also add more electric furnaces here if you'd like, but I've opted for a chest instead. With all that being said, guys, that's the base. I hope you like the design. It's nice and cheap and simple. It's perfect for any solo, and it's also a great starter base whilst you save up resources to build something even bigger with peak downs and stuff if you decide. But this is also a great base to lay low and just be undercover on any server as a solo. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment below how you would improve this base and what you want to see me build next. Thanks for watching.